Hey everybody, how you doing? It's your buddy Uncle Bruce here. Stock markets with Bruce. Welcome one and all. Today, I did a video. I'm doing this video today for Wednesday, October the 18th, 2023. And the reason I'm making this video is to show you how much money can be made writing under iron condors. And this is a real life example that I wanted to let you all in on. If you're a member of my channel, in this case, a Gold Bagel member, you get a daily trading tip of the day. Whenever I go live on the air, and I go live Monday to Friday, usually between 8:30 and 10:30 Eastern time, talking about the stock market and how you can make money writing options and all kinds of other stuff. And I also talk about creating iron condors. And every day I do an iron condor or a trade tip of the day, depending on whether it's an iron condor or a cash secured put, what have you. October the 4th, 2 weeks ago, I did a video for my Gold Bagel members on an iron condor trade that has paid off handsomely, and I thought I'd show you the net effect and what took place. So let's go over to the stock in question. It's Nvidia, so don't mind this chart as I slap this in front of my face here. This is as of last night. You'll notice here that on the bottom of this chart here, this is last week, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. Here's yesterday. Look at that sharp drop that the stock had right off the bat yesterday from 460 all the way down to 424, closed out at about 439. The good news is no matter what the stock did in that last 5-day period, it had no adverse effect on the condor that I'm going to show you that I recommended. Here's another chart that I want you to see. Way over here on the far bottom left, you'll see October the 4th at the very, very bottom of the screen. I hope you can see that. And the chart goes all the way across to yesterday. And again, from the 4th, you can see the stock was in the 440 range. It got up to the 460 range, got into the 470 range, and it backed off the 460 range until yesterday. Down it went. And now we're back in the 430, 440 range. Fair enough. Let's now show you the condor that I recommended that my investors or viewers take on. On the 4th of October, 2 weeks ago, I showed off this particular trade. Now, don't mind me being on the side here, but you'll notice at the very top of this picture here, okay, whichever direction I'm going to do this with, over here, Nvidia, all right, it was 434 approximately at the time, and I told my viewers to do an iron condor. I wanted them to set up October 20 expiries, and I wanted them to buy a 375 put and then to write a 385 put. The 385 brought in 285. The 375 cost approximately $1.28. That was the put side of the condor. On the call side of the condor, right here, I told my viewers, write a 480 call. You can see that way up here at the top. 480 call for 275. And then buy a 490 call for $1.70. This was the closing price of these contracts, I believe, the night before. The 3rd would have been the 3rd of October, but this is approximately what they were going for at that time. The net effect of this trade is right here. If you look right here at this line, you'll note that the credit that was brought in was about $182. The maximum risk per condor was $818 because the spread between the calls and the puts were $10 each. So 182 came back. You were risking $818 per condor. Maximum return would be $182 if they all went to zero. Your return would be about 22% on your capital. And your break evens were 383 to 481. So I was giving my viewers almost a $100 spread between the high and the low to make money on the trade. Now, that was 2 weeks ago, October the 4th. All right. As you can see again by this chart that I pulled up, this is the chart from October the 4th until yesterday. The puts were down to 375.85. We were nowhere near that. And the calls were 480s to 490s, and we got nowhere near that. I mean, the closest was October 12th, maybe 13th. We were in the 460 ballpark, but we just couldn't get into the 480, 490 range. And because the contracts or the stock is backed off where it is now, Let me show you the values of these contracts. Here we go. This is here are the call contracts. Okay, I'm just above here. So over here, the 480 call, which would have been written for 275. It closed at 12 cents last night. The 490 at the very bottom here closed at 6 cents. That was acquired at 170. You can see both of these contracts, the 490 and the 480, these two have collapsed in value. Look at the crushing losses yesterday. And so they are worth very little money and they can be closed out anytime. On the put side of the trade, let's go over here. As of last night's close, the 375.85s are the ones we're looking for. So the 385s are down here, right here, and they're close to 17 cents. 11 to 17 is the bid ask. The 375s right over here are 9 to 12 cents as of last night's close. So all four contracts are wiped out in value because the real reality of it is that the stock now at this 400 and $39 level last night is in the middle of this entire range on the Condor, and that is the entire point of this exercise. You want to create a Condor where your calls are way up here, the puts that you're playing with are way down here, and the stock's in the middle in no man's land. And these four contracts are shrinking out into nothing. And they expire on the 20th. It's day after tomorrow. In theory, my viewers don't have to do a darn thing. They can just let these contracts expire worthless, not buy them back, not close them out, and they just disappear from the face of the earth. And all the credit that they brought in, $178, is theirs to keep. Now, I said in my title of this video that this thing paid out over $3,000. How does that work? Now, I recommend to my viewers that they can create one Condor, 5 Condor, 10, 20, 50, 100, whatever they're comfortable with, right? If you are truly looking to quit your day job and live off of the proceeds of iron condors for a day job, then you want to be able to write 20 to 50 condors at a time. That's the reality of it. Now, if you created 20 of these condors, you would have been paid out almost $3,600 in cash. You would have been paid $1.78, $178 times 20 would have been the credit received. This is a credit spread all the way. You would have been sitting on almost $3,600. I can tell you that as of this morning, you can close this whole thing out, all four of them, for less than $600. You might be spending $220, or you can wait until Friday if you want and let them die completely worthless. Keep all the money if you like. Well, that's not a bad return in 2 weeks and a couple of days. See what I'm saying? If every 2 weeks you can do this, again, not a bad trade to pull in $3,500 every 2 weeks. For a lot of my viewers, and depending on your lifestyle, what have you, if you know you can bring in about $4,000 per month in income, and it's capital gain income, you might find that that's enough to live off of. And you can pretty well say goodbye to a full-time day job, maybe keep a part-time job or work from your home part-time. It's up to you. Everyone is different who watches my channel, but the key here is you want to quit your day job or you want to add substantially to the income coming into your life. This is one way to do it. Now, the secret here is you have to know how iron condors work. You have to know how options work. Head to my channel, my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. If you head over there, here it is right here. If you head over there, you'll come to my website. And if you come to my website, you'll quickly figure out, oh my God, the guy has lessons on how to do this. There's my homepage. Here is my link. The classes, attention students, classes are in session. And now you can start looking at classes. Class number 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, all the way up to now number 16. And here's class 16. This one here, how to use other people's money to profit in the options market. This is exactly how all about iron condors. So if you want to learn how to make money on condors, I would recommend you take all 16 classes. I would recommend you do More of them than fewer of them. But if you have a handle on how options work now, but you're not quite sure how iron condors work, head for class 16 and check it out. And it's almost a 2 hour long class, which I did live to my followers, and you'll understand what we're talking about. The class is 150 bucks. Each class I have $150. You can take one, you can take them all, take them in reverse order, whatever turns you on. I recommend starting at one going up, but some folks like number 8 and number 14 and number 16. It's up to you. Iron condors, you can make some money doing it. This was a very conservative trade that I put out to my viewers. I gave them a $375 to $490 window for the stock to stay in, for them to make money in 2 weeks. And even with yesterday's crazy $20+ move, didn't upset the apple cart. So there you go. There's your trade. We'll do some more of these from time to time, showing you how, as a Gold Bagel member, you can make money in this market using some conservative condor trades on stocks and indexes. And I welcome you to join us Monday to Friday, 8:30 Eastern time to 10:30 Eastern time, live Stock Markets with Bruce, with your buddy right here, Uncle Bruce. Thanks everybody for joining me. We'll talk to you later. Bye for now.